Gone runs the point. He's joined by Edward Martinez in the backcourt. Drexel Carrington takes on the three, and it's the brothers Ivory and Austin Lund forming the front line. And resetting the floor for the High Flyers, Devontae Mills will run the point with Jason Brock at the off guard. MP highlights the wing package with Nathan O'Neal by his side, and Liam Callahan is the big man in the middle. And the big name that scouts are wanting to check out is Drexel Carrington, but they'll keep their eyes open for any talent who shows out tonight.
And a lot can change as the player develops over their youth career. The first impressions, they mean so much at any level. I'm sure the scouts will have plenty to digest after this contest.
When you talk about a player perfect for a role in the NBA someday, Drexel Carrington is the ultimate 3-and-D type of player.
And that's not to sell him short as a player at all, really. Carrington, he's just so comfortable outside in the perimeter. And defensively, he is a force.
Launches a three. Hits the three-pointer.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such great length. He can just rise up and get separation for the three.
Outside Pagan. Pass to Carrington. One with the pick. Pulls up from the top of the key. The High Flyers grab the miss. Guarded by Carrington. Goes right through for bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
What a smart use of the height mismatch. He goes right over the defender and lays it in.
And for so many of these kids playing, not only are they trying to grow their game, but they're still growing up.
Well, we all know it can be a long and a winding path to responsibility at times. But for the most part, these kids in the WCBL, they're focused and beyond their years in terms of maturity. Mostly, you'd say.
Now Carrington kicks it to Pagan. Now here's Martinez. Lund at the high post. O'Neal comes with the double. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Outstanding work. Get your hand in there and come out with a steal.
The High Flyers leading. On the wing, Brock. They get it back. And the layup's good off the glass.
Can't allow him to get the second chance opportunities. You see why.
Mills comes up with the double team. Carrington for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Well, his ability to defend and shoot, there's a lot to like about Drexel Carrington. No surprise he's ranked 112 on the 2K YouTube 50.
You look at how Carrington has grown the last few years, and his court vision has only seemed to grow with him. If he can continue this trend over the next few years, he could be one of the best in the class.
Pagan, bring the ball up the floor. Quiet offensively so far, searching for his first points of the game. Carrington shot falls.
This offense is at its best, and Carrington is shooting the 3 with confidence.
Pass to Callahan. And he makes good on the layup.
Terrific find. Everyone loves playing with someone who can move the ball like that.
Sack trailing here. Outside, Lund. Up top, Lund. Here's Pagan. Now Lund. Guarded by O'Neal. It's rebounded by Mills. Well, remember, guys, MP missed that game against Surf City. Apparently, that was for missing a morning practice, and the coach wasn't having it.
Look, the best thing that a young player like MP can do is use it as a chance to learn from his mistake. You can forget that these guys are still so young, and sometimes they need moments like these to understand what a coach expects of you.
Now Carrington. 8 points for him, and they pick up 2.
Smooth move by Carrington on the inside, finding that high percentage look.
The baseline jumper. And that one's good.
They've just shot the lights out, and their opponent, not as much.
The question is, how long can they continue to do this? We've got a ways to go still.
Now Carrington. It's stolen. And you look at guys like Carrington, a 3-and-D specialist, such a needed commodity in the modern NBA.
And that's because so many teams spread the floor. They need a perimeter defender. Look at any NBA roster. They'll always be able to use a guy who plays tough D and can stretch the floor.
Outside, Lund. Outside for Pagan. Pass to Lund. Now Carrington. 6 to shoot. Lund with the pick. The triple for Martinez. And Lund slams it in.
Making the save. Lund was right place, right time where his squad needed him to be to win the second chance look.
Guarded by Carrington. And the high flyers tack on 2 more.
I'd like to paint a picture here because his shooting chart is beautiful. Lots of good shots all around the floor.
And it's Sack with the ball. Trailing by 10. Martinez outside. Lund. And the rebound paying off as they pick up the second chance points right there. And one difference between club play and high school, the game moves a lot faster at this level.
Everyone on these teams has to make a commitment to pursuing basketball. Reactions and decisions need to be quick because these players eat, sleep, and breathe basketball. This concentrated amount of playing time is helping to increase their collective skill level at a much higher pace.
And Lund slams it in.
Holy smokes, easy on the rim. Austin Lund bringing down the house.
Guarded by Carrington. Shot from 12. Sack grabs the miss. Outside Pagan. Carrington, no good.
That's a break for the D. He's not the guy to leave open out there on the perimeter.
Yeah, that's a breakdown, plain and simple. But they got away with it.
Count it.
2 points.
Doesn't get much easier than that. Late reaction by the D, and he makes them pay.
And here's Pagan. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pass to Lund. Puts up a 3. Misses the hole. He's now 3 for 4. Here's the high flyers. 10-point lead. This is their biggest lead of the game.
I'll be honest with you guys, I would not want to test Austin Lund.
And with MP coming from a more rural town and Carrington coming from Brooklyn, they have almost completely opposite backgrounds, guys.
Goes to show that great talent and great players can come from anywhere. What Carrington and MP both have in common is a willingness to compete and a love for the game of basketball.
So it's both teams making a change here. Defended by Robinson. Shoots from 14. And the jumper falls for him.
He has been ever present in the paint, getting so many of his points from inside.
On offense, here's Sack. It's a 14-point game.
Turnover. High Flyers ball. Substitution for the attack from Sack. Substitution for High Flyers.
Here's Mills. Guarded by Carrington. Pass to Callahan. Shot clock at 5. And he banks in the layup.
And he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. So effective at this point.
And Callahan comes over to help. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. Instead, we'll have a jump ball.
Team foul.
Pagan with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in this game from him. Left side, Lund. And that time also a missed shot. 1 second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
This team showed up to send a message, and they're trying to end this game right now.
Yeah, you have to appreciate their effort at both ends. They've been relentless, and they've been impressive.
Carrington for 3. It doesn't go for him. So as we conclude the first half of play, a fairly one-sided affair thus far. The High Flyers lead this one. They lead by 18. Don't move a muscle. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. The High Flyers and the attack from Sac gearing up for the second half action in West Coast Basketball League. And in the back of the mind, for many of these prospects, they're aware that this is a tryout of sorts for the WCBL All-Star team.
Well, to land a spot on that stacked roster, I mean, that's an incredible opportunity and a great way to get exposure to top programs. But again, it's not all about the stats. It's about outperforming the other star prospects and doing things that set you apart from the crowd.
Now here's Lund.
Ball coming, ball coming.
Yes, that one goes.
Yeah, you thought you'd win this game? Nope. Ivory Lund scores inside, but it's also someone you don't want to leave open on the outside either.
What a nice shot by Callahan.
Creating opportunities for others the entire evening.
It's beautiful to watch. This is how basketball is supposed to be played.
Pagan, bring the ball up the floor. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Carrington outside. And the layup is good.
Oh, and it's looking like one of those games for Carrington, and even scarier for the other team. He tends to light it up with steals and deflections after he makes a few, and he can wreck you on both ends. A very unique wing in this league. He's the leading scorer in the game and has been the dominant figure today, no doubt.
A difficult situation for Sac. Pass to Lund.
Get there, get there.
Lund inside, and it's rebounded by O'Neal. And he dunks it down.
Some players try to do a little too much on the club circuit, but not O'Neal. Great job of being unselfish and using his open teammate. And they've chosen the full court man-to-man.
Going with the most kind of grueling D. They're looking to make something happen here.
And Mills gets the bucket to go. And with Devontae Mills, he has such great vision for his age.
Mills is gifted with his ability to map out the court and make the right play. Always seems like he's looking to make that next pass. But make no mistake, he can still get his own shot when he needs to.
Now Carrington. He's got 12. It's good.
That's a good pass. Right where he needed it to execute and finish.
Don't get bit.
He's covered by Carrington. Count that one.
2 points.
He didn't hesitate to take it right up against a much bigger defender.
And you gotta like that fearless, aggressive attitude.
Pass to Lund. O'Neal with the steal. To the middle. Now covered by Martinez. Count that one.
Basket by.
He scored most of the points out there by himself. His offense is a big part of the recipe for team success.
Well, guys, we talked a lot about both of them coming into this match, but MP is having a much bigger impact so far in this one than Carrington.
He is. He's been the more aggressive player so far. MP isn't waiting for chances to come to him. He's making things happen whenever he's involved in a play, and I like what I'm seeing from this kid.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
Cunningham. Substitution for High Flyers.
Pass to Martinez. Lund with the pick. From the wing. Hauled in by High Flyers.
Maybe not the shot they were looking for, even though it was a clean look.
Now covered by Martinez. Nails the three-pointer.
And now we're seeing them find their groove on offense in this half.
They've been the much more efficient team, chugging along nicely right now.
Inside. Here's Pagan. To the paint. And they're on the break.
Strong feed to set up the easy look. Those fundamental plays will win Brock points with the coaches in the stands.
Pass to Cunningham.
Yo, watch him.
Here's Lund. Covered by Mills. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And here's Brock.
High Flyers foul. First person.
Both teams changing it up here.
Substitution for the attack from Seth. Drexel Carrington, Keegan Hilton, Sean Mecca.
They get a hand on it, and here's the fast break. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh my, I will not be forgetting that play anytime soon.
Neither will I. That was awesome.
If we asked right now, could they stop the game? We just do a quick dunk contest? This is unreal.
Here's Mecca. Olsen. He gets that one to fall.
Terrific pass there, setting up his teammate well.
Baseline J on the way. Again, the high flyers.
He's got a lot of firepower right now. Man, what a half he's having.
Here's Mecca. Pass to Olsen. Puts one up from 19. No good.
That's not a shot they'll want to see him take again anytime soon.
He'll learn over time. Good shot selection comes with a lot of repetition.
Tremendous job working inside for the layup. He got the D-thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and it opened right up for him.
Here's Mecca. Expanding his range. And the powerful one-hand slam. Sort of punctuated the attack with the one-handed slam. I like his style.
Really energizing the whole team.
Now Carrington. Pass to Olsen. No dice from the high post. Good work there as it goes.
Number 4.
It's been a pretty rough stretch for them.
Yeah, this is an important possession. It is essential to put a stop to this run.
Guarded by Carrington. Lays it up and banks it in.
Look at how quick he was to bite on that pump fake. He left his feet way too soon.
Their offense has stagnated.
It's been hard to watch. They need a bucket, and soon.
And that one's good. It's Hilton.
The defensive effort wasn't there, and as a result, he buries it.
Guarded by Carrington. To the inside. Now Casey. That one drops for him.
Oh, the accuracy, just special. Puts the ball where only his teammate can get it.
Pass to Carrington. Cunningham. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Fed his teammate off the bounce there. Nice.
Here's Casey. Down low. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, man, I'd love to be young again.
It makes you a little sentimental, doesn't it?
I mean, I was kind of always a layup guy, but it looks like a lot of fun.
Now Carrington. Pass to Olsen. The three is up. No luck on that one. Here's the high flyers. And here comes the break. Here's Mecca. He's covered by Gov. Mecca can't hit.
Worked himself into a good area. He was close to the bucket, and that is the look he wanted.
And he lays it straight in.
Surging ahead at the right time.
Gaining some separation and putting it out of reach.
Substitution for the attack from SEC. Austin Lund. Ivory Lund.
And so here it's Sack.
Michael Pennell.
Now Carrington.
Substitution for high flyers.
Lund at the high post. And a great assist by Carrington as that one falls.
And Lund, he's an absolute force inside. I mean, sometimes it doesn't matter what the defense tries to do.
Inside. Now Casey. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Lead pass that keeps their offensive momentum flowing.
Now here's Martinez. To the paint. Carrington. And it's good for two.
Hey, helping hands from Edward Martinez. Sees a play, makes it a reality.
3 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Brown. Now Gov. To the wing, right side. Clock at 6. Here's Brown. Shoots over Pagan. The second chance effort. Yep, count it.
They didn't hustle on the boards right there, and that's exactly what happens.
Yeah, not active enough, and they need to learn from this mistake or it will keep happening.
So it's the high flyers.
I'll catch up in a second, all right?
Welches Problem schon? Den hat sie sofort die Waffe weg. Wäre ja mein Problem, dass er die Waffe fallen lassen. Das Ding hier wird erstmal beschlagnahmt. Geht auf die Scheiße. Komm ich mit dir in den Kaffee. Ging alles so schnell. Ich hab die Waffe gesehen und die genommen und die Ecke. What's up, everybody, real quick? Yeah. Hey.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jig Golf. Listen, he just smacked 100,000. Hey, look at me.
Well, if the first guy was the one that should have funded it, that was ready to fund him in the book, why are we moving forward with that? What's that mean? Because they're not qualifying for two. That's what he said. He said the same thing you're saying. The same thing. Definitely needed. I'm so glad I got in
This is
there.
the world's deadliest sports shoe, and I'm gonna step on a foot.
Now, I feel like I'm gonna step up on this. Look at it.
Did you know Kobe Bryant collected bones to keep his body at its best? Here's what he did, and why you might want to start doing it too. Kobe was known for his intense. This is the best way to.
This takes me back just by.
And I'm like big on how
was smoking on the, and you know Michael Jordan can't sign the autograph. I was smoking on the way to church. For many years, he had to deal with Upper Deck, where he lived.
No, she didn't.
That's why I think it's kind of hard too, you know, to not expose that stuff in your deck because how you present it otherwise. Yeah. Okay. I just thought it was something different.